Okay, so hey world, a lot of things I want to talk about right now, but today's topic will be health. Not really health as in like health food. Oh, avoid carbs, eat less oily food, don't drink like all these gassy drinks and all. No. By health I mean different diseases. Diseases. Did you know many people on this earth are actually depressed? And I don't mean, oh, I want to kill myself every single day. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself now. Serial depression. I don't mean serious depression. I mean small little bits like you get told off by someone for doing something you didn't mean to do, or by doing something you didn't understand, and suddenly you just sit there and you're like, why am I here? I don't want to be here anymore. Life's I don't mean killing yourself depression, I mean just sadness depression, and how it's actually very serious. It can take over your mind, take over your body, and can have a very serious impression on your life. It can make you more antisocial, you know? Like you walk into a crowded room and everyone looks at you, and they don't look at you in a mean way. They look at you maybe because like, oh, she's got a really pretty dress, you know? But you see people looking at you and you're like, why are they looking at me? They all hate me. I gotta leave. I have to get out of here. You know, that can be seen as a kind of depression, as one of the symptoms. You are afraid, really. And depression, the only way out of it is to be safe inside. And I don't mean like, you know, take lots of good medicines and all that kind of stuff, because medicine can only get you so far. If you are depressed, the best thing that can help you, the only thing well, for me, the best thing that can help you is a friend. And sometimes your friends don't understand you. Like, if I was ever depressed, I'd tell my friends about it and they'd be like, oh, don't worry about it, you know, you'll be fine. And that is not necessarily always the way out of depression. That sometimes can make it worse. So if your friend comes up to you and says, oh, I want to talk about this, even if you don't really care, even if they just say, oh, I want to talk about why he's wearing a green shirt today, you know, let's listen to that friend, because maybe that's their version of a cry for help. Never know. Another sort of disease, and I use this because it's not exactly something wrong with you, it's just a part of you. Another thing I want to talk about is obesity, or being overweight. Define obesity. You know, in Malaysia right now, I'm a big person. I am known as an obese person, really, and I don't care. Because, yeah, I'm big and I'm proud of it. I'm not one of those girls out there that's so skinny she doesn't have a chest. Seriously, I'm proud of what I have. And really, if people look at you and say, you're so fat, you must be obese, you know? Look at them and say, hey, I'm plus size and proud. You should be. You know, in America's Next Top Model, few seasons, I can't remember what season it was, but their winner was a plus size girl. When I was watching one of the episodes, my sister looked at the girl and said, yeah, she's so fat. I looked at her and said, like you're any better? Seriously. Obesity is not something small, but it's not something big either. It's something that you should accept. One thing I noticed is that I lose weight best when I stop trying, when I stop caring. The more you care about it, if you care too much about it, it can have a negative effect on you. Like, say you are trying to lose weight, so you cut out a whole lot of carbs, and you go to a gym every day. In the long run, what's that going to achieve? Yeah, you're going to lose weight, but you want to go to that place. You won't be able to eat carbs again, because remember, if you cut something out while you're on a diet, once you put that thing back in your life, chances are what's going to come back 10 times faster. So it's not something I'd advise you to do. You see? No. Another, better get this out now. Another sort of disease I want to talk about is diabetes. Now, what's diabetes? Diabetes is a condition where your pancreas well, type 1 in this case, your pancreas is dead. It doesn't work at all. Now, there's no known cure for diabetes, as in like a flu, you take a few medicines and a week later you're better, you know? No such thing. Diabetes, you take a whole lot of medicine, a week later, you're still the same. A month later, still the same. Year later, still the same. You can't get out of it. It's like a circle. Go round and round and round and round. The only thing you can do is make it a happy round and round and round and round. How do I know so much about diabetes? See this? These are insulin pens. This thing here, reflux meter. Yeah, that's tissue. Meter with a pen. Yeah. I'm diabetic and proud of it. I'm not gonna hide. I'm not gonna go out and leave my house and forget to bring my insulin, which I've actually done that before and it wasn't pretty. Yeah. But the thing about diabetes, one thing you have to know is it's not contagious. When I was younger, a few of my friends actually told me, don't touch me, you're diabetic, I don't want to get it. FYI, you cannot get diabetes via touch. It's not like the flu. It won't spread by touching a person. You share food with a person, it won't spread. I'm not really sure if you're a drug addict and you share a needle with a diabetic person, because I've never tried it and I don't want to. But I don't think it will spread that way either. You can't exactly get diabetes by, sharing things. It doesn't happen. One thing about it is that the cause of diabetes type 1, it's sketchy. You don't really know what it is, actually. According to one of my lecturers, till today, they still don't know. And, okay, fine. I can't avoid this, so why don't I just live through it? Bring my insulin everywhere I go. My trusty best friends. Along with my trusty needle. Yeah. I need this. I can't have this without this. I can't have this without this. I need both. Very important. Trusty meter. It's even got a cute little keychain. Yeah. Basically what I'm trying to say is, even if you're diabetic, you can still live your life to the fullest. I got my diabetes when I was 2 years old, and I'm 21 now. That's 19 years with it. I'm okay with it. You could have got diabetes yesterday, and you might want to kill yourself with it, but because of it. But seriously, don't. It's not worth it, because this is not something like a disease. It's not a cancer. You don't have to go to the hospital every 10 seconds for a transplant or a transfusion or whatever. You don't. It's a very simple thing. It's very easy to take care of yourself. As long as you have your insulin, and if you eat something sweet like this, yeah, it's got, what is it? It's got caramel in it, and this one's got chocolate mint in it. Yeah, I'm blacking out the names just in case. You can eat all these things and you can still walk down the street and say, hey, I'm okay. Because you can eat them as long as you give yourself insulin. Enough insulin will counter the effects of all these chocolates and sweets, and you'll be okay. There's also a thing out there called the insulin pump. I've tried the insulin pump and it wasn't for me. But it's not something I would say doesn't work, because it does. It's just I didn't like it. And maybe you do if you're diabetic. I do not recommend this for people who have just found out they're diabetic, because an insulin pump is more recommended for a person who's been diabetic for a long period of time. So they know their readings, they know what they need, they know how to take care of themselves. If you've only been diabetic for a week, I don't recommend it. If you've been diabetic for 10 years or 5 years maybe, yeah, go ahead. Because you know yourself, you know your body, you know what it takes to look after yourself. But, get to know your body as a diabetic before getting on the insulin pump. For me, I didn't like it because same reason I don't want pierced ears. I have an issue with things being permanently stuck onto me. I mean, necklaces and rings and bracelets and watches and all I can take off, no problem. They don't leave a mark. Not a permanent mark. But something like this, I still have scars from my pump. So I don't like it, but if you like it, you can be like Nick Jonas and wear your pump. I've got no problem with it. You know, it's your own choice. It's your own life, you know. So basically, this is me saying my bit about depression, obesity, and diabetes. I've lived with a bit of each of these all my life, and I'm okay. I'm still alive. I'm 21 years old and I'm happy. So you know what? Enjoy your life while you can. Do what you can. Eat what you can. And never regret. Ciao.